And welcome to the final day of our writing on biography. I hope you've enjoyed this week, and I hope you've enjoyed getting stuck in and finding out about someone that interests you. Just to double check then, here we're writing a biography. It's for Year 3 Brindley Heath families to read, and we're going to hope to publish some of our examples in our newsletter. So in terms of our writing journey, we've gone all the way around the spiral, and we are now all the way around here, and we're now at the point where we are writing, editing and publishing our work. So you've got choices here. You can either, as we would in school, we've written our plan, you can draft and then edit and then finally publish your final best copy, or you can write it straight in one go. That's up to you. You know what you're able to do while you're at home. So we are going to first of all do some retrieval, think about the features of a biography. Then we'll review our plan and finally write our actual biography. Let's just remind ourselves, just in 30 seconds, what are the features of a biography. Pause the video and remember as many as you can. Here we go then. There's quite a lot, isn't there? There's a heading and a subheading. There's a hook to get the interest of the reader, an introduction to summarise the main events, all the events in chronological order, a conclusion, how are they or will they be remembered, a quote from that person if you found one. We're going to work in the past tense, a third person. We're going to use time adverbials, and we're going to include some feelings to show how they felt about their lives. So we've got our plan. I've added a little bit more, but your plans I do hope will be looking really full now. So my person is Florence Nightingale. We've got to think of our hook and something to do with the early life, and then I would like you to write yours and continue. I'll just have a go with you at starting you off, and then you can get cracking on your own. So now our key to success. There she is, Florence Nightingale. There's my heading. I need to now start with my hook. I thought that was a bit wordy and not hooky enough, so I think what I'm going to say is something more like, just get this font a little bit smaller, Florence Nightingale was an inspirational, that's the word we learned, didn't we, when we were talking about Mother Teresa. So inspirational, and often the famous people that we choose to write about will be inspirational. Was an inspirational nurse who made the profession was an inspirational nurse who, I might say, modernized or dramatically improved the profession. She dramatically improved the profession. And just for your interest, I discovered how she did this was when she got to the war, the Crimean War, where she was looking after the soldiers in the hospitals, in the field hospitals. She discovered that they were overcrowded, they were not clean, the kitchens were dirty, so people were dying of diseases that could have been avoided. They were not dying, the soldiers, of their wounds and their injuries. They were getting diseases in the hospitals. So she changed the kitchens, made them much cleaner and more hygienic. She made sure that proper toilets that were dug that were clean and hygienic for people to use. She cleaned cuts and wounds more thoroughly so that they weren't getting infected. And I did find out that she was called the Lady of the Lamp because she didn't sleep a lot at night. She would check on her soldiers throughout the night, walking around with a lamp. So they would say, there's the lady with the lamp coming to check on them. Anyway, that was just something that I thought was very interesting. So there you go. There is our heading, our hooky introduction to get people interested. Now I'm going to go on and do my next subheading, early life. I'm going to underline that, and then, oh, where's it gone? Underline that, and then I'm going to think about her early life. So I know from my notes that she was born in Florence in Italy then. Her father was a wealthy landowner. She grew up in England. She always loved to take care of pets when they were sick. Ah, that's interesting, because that helps to explain why she became a nurse, doesn't it, to some extent. what I need to do is just start a new one of these things, because otherwise it's going to change my layout. Right, so Florence Nightingale was born in, let's say on, oh, I think I might put that at the beginning, on the 12th of May, because that's our front adverb, oops, 1820, comma, Florence Nightingale was born in Florence, comma, Italy. That tells us where Florence is. Her father was a wealthy landowner, and she grew up in England. There you go. So quite respectable family, presumably, and that's, she grew up in there. Okay. I'm going to put from a young age. I'm going to add a little bit here. I'm not quite sure how old she was, but let's assume from a young age she always loved to take care of her pets when they became ill. That's my early life. Then I'm going to go on to working life. Okay, I'm going to leave you to get on now, so you know what you're doing. Don't forget your keys to success. I'm going to stop the video, in fact, and leave it on the keys to success, so you know all the things that you're putting in. Do think about making sure that you're writing full sentences, that your spelling is accurate, that your capital letters and full stops are all in the right place. Don't forget the basics, and then I hope you really enjoy working through your biography. I might leave mine up there so you can see that. And anything to add? Yeah, the past tense, third person, time, adverb, feelings. Try and put your quote in. Your quote can kind of go anywhere where it fits, to be honest. If your quote is about their childhood, put it in the early life bit. If it's about their working life or their awards, if they're thanking someone for an award, that's fine. Put it in the awards bit. Put it where you think it would be most relevant to go. Okay, don't forget to use your plans, and I'm going to finish the video there so that you can leave it on this, hopefully on this page, and good luck with it. And I can't wait to see what you've done, who you've chosen, and what you found out about it. I anticipate that myself and Mrs. Taylor and Mrs. Norris will learn a lot about a whole range of people from reading your biographies. So good luck with it, and well done, Year 3.